Hi, and welcome to the Juan Show. I'm Matt Baker, and who are you?
Angela Scanlon. What has happened to you?
Well, tonight's guest played an Lothario, so I just thought, you know, I'd set the mood.
Okay, he's also the time-travelling doctor turned detective, you're freaking out, who starred alongside some of the UK's best film actresses, from Billie Piper to Catherine Tate and, of course, Olivia Colman.
But there's a new sidekick in town.
Surprise, surprise! Might I be of any assistance?
Good idea.
Nice to meet you.
My stomach's on a knife edge.
Oh, here we go again, you big kitten.
I have only 2 words for you.
Go on then.
Fruits of maize ball!
You're not exactly selling it.
Welcome, David Tennant and Adrian Scarborough! welcome. Hello.
Watching the makeup of Baker's Don Juan.
Yes, if I need a night off, you're ready to go.
There we go.
The greatest understudy.
Yeah, I can get there just after 7:30. Don't worry about it. So Don Juan In Soho, you're both up on stage together. But let's talk a little bit of theatre, because I'm sure you've heard the news about Imelda Staunton requesting that the audience do not eat or drink during a performance because she thinks it takes away the concentration of, of the audience. Where do you stand with that, you two?
It's not something I'm aware that I've noticed on stage, but...
I've always been very partial to a cough suite.
Have you?
I have, because I always worry that I'm going to cough.
Oh, right.
So I always have one...
This is when you're in an
tucked
audience, not on
Not
stage.
on stage, yes, sorry.
When
So
you
do you
actually
have to
watch
do
it,
the crinkly rapping?
Well, no, I
You're
try
that
and keep
guy.
that as quiet as I
You're
possibly
probably the
can,
person
just to
Imelda's
get
complaining about.
Yes, I probably am.
Okay,
Yeah.
so not a bugbear for you
It's
guys.
hard, you know.
I mean, if it was very whiffy food, maybe.
Whiffy.
Someone had a big fish supper.
Okay, like a tuna sandwich.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Not ideal.
Doner kebab, chilli sauce.
Yeah, the full
Not
works.
appropriate for the theatre. It was World Book Day today. Yes. You guys have children. Did you send any of them off in any gear?
Well, 2 of my kids, Olive and Wilfred, if you're looking, hello, they were devastated because their school didn't do it. Oh, I know. But then my eldest, who's 14, who you would think was beyond such things, but his school did do it. So he went dressed as Christian Grey.
No.
Did you really? There you go. 14.
A little bit inappropriate. I don't know how to school they went. I'll find out later.
Was that your book that he read?
I don't know that he's actually read it. I sort of hope he hasn't.
I want
he hasn't.
I want to know what the costume was.
Well,
It was basically a suit with a pair of handcuffs and some dollar bills coming out of his top pocket.
maybe he still has the full attire on, because this is the thing. Obviously, we're at the end of World Book Day now, so we would like to see what those who dressed up first thing this morning look like now. The question is your little BFG looking a little bit bedraggled at the moment, or maybe your Matilda's got all muddy?
Maybe your Harry Potter is a bit haggard going to bed. Send us your photos and the before ones from this morning if you've got them, and we'll show as many as we can at the end of the show. Get in touch in the usual ways.
Smudged pirates.
Yeah,
I think we'll
love
get plenty
a
of smudged
smudged
pirates. Anyway,
pirate.
with England's top hospital inspector warning today that the NHS is standing on a burning platform when it comes to its ability to deliver safe and adequate care to an ageing population, we thought it would be a good time to remind you about Iris Sibley, the woman who recently found herself at the centre of the bed shortage crisis.
Absolutely, and thank you, John, for letting us follow that story. We wish him well with his new role. Fingers crossed it'll make all the difference, and thanks, of course, to the lovely Iris.
So, you are both up on stage together, but this is not the first time, is it, that you've worked together? Way back when, 18 years ago, I think it was. So what are your memories of each other from back then?
I don't think you've changed a bit. It can't possibly be
Fresh as a
18
daisy.
years.
You
Yeah,
have...
you
What was he like?
Sort of got about 18 years younger.
Well, I can't believe it's 18 years ago. I'm only 25 now, so...
Is that you under the table there, yeah?
Oh, yes,
I think you
that's
are,
me.
David, yes.
There you are.
Oh, that's you, but in the background with a big old tash. Yes.
Right, well, you're back on stage together
Yes,
again.
yes.
Don Juan In Soho. Now, Don Juan, obviously one of the most famous Lotharios in the world. How naughty is your depiction of him?
He's a bit of a cad. He's a bit of a bounder. He's a man who lives purely for pleasure.
Right.
You know, he doesn't let guilt trouble him a great deal.
Okay.
But he does it. There's something kind of compelling about him. That's the problem, really. He shouldn't be able to get away with what he gets away with, but because he does it with a twinkle.
Yeah.
With the twinkle,
Yeah.
that's the key.
Yeah.
OK, so while you're off charming the ladies, what's your character up to, Adrian?
Oh, well, Stan is Don Juan's trusted servant. He's the sort of the Tonto to Don Juan's Lone Ranger. But when the play starts, he's sort of having a bit of a crisis of conscience, because I think he thinks that they can't go on living like this, and that eventually, something's going to catch up with them.
Well, that's
Morally,
the thing.
he's a little uncomfortable.
Yes.
Slightly.
You can't live that kind of life forever. The
But
chickens
he
have
likes
to
the
come home to
adrenalised life. He likes sole use of the jag.
Now, this obviously is a very, very old play, but it's been brought right up to date. So all of the language, everything is all new, is it?
It's based on a very old play, but it's a completely bang up to date. It's set in the London of right now. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we've got some photos of rehearsals that are going. We know you've got a week to go.
There we are.
So they're quite intriguing. I don't know what you want to tell us about this bit here, but yeah, we'll leave it to you.
I think it speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Is this an actual moment in the play, or is this you just enjoying each other's company?
If it's living tissue.
And we have one that suggests possibly... Well, this is singing. Is it singing? Do you sing together?
This is my West End musical debut.
I see.
The masks are very intriguing.
Yes.
Bit of Christian Grey, 50 Shades.
Well, that might be the chickens coming home to roost in the background. That might be Don Juan's past catching up with him a little.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
OK, well, it looks like a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
A lot of fun.
Is there a difference when you're approaching, opening night for a theatre production as opposed to the first day on set on a TV project?
It's a little scarier, yes, because it's like jumping out of a plane when you step on stage. You can't say cut and go again. So yes, it's the squeaky bum time, isn't it?
It's a squeaky bum time, yeah.
As you head into the final week of rehearsals.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and with a comedy, you never quite know where and when people are going to laugh. If people are going to laugh.
We could be done. Well, it may not be a comedy. We might find it's a tragedy.
And kind of in general, when you compare kind of TV work to stage work, how much preparation do you get to do for some kind of TV stuff in relation to what you're doing right now?
Well, very little rehearsal at all on television, really.
Yeah, you turn up in the morning, you run through it a couple of times, and you do it. Yeah.
You're straight in there.
Yeah. Right. So it's not. That's one of the luxuries of having weeks in the rehearsal room to play and to try different things and to.
So it feels like quite a luxury, really.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Well, David, there's a question that we want to ask you that you won't comment on. So we're going to ask Adrian, who you think might play the next Doctor Who?
Oh, that's such an unfair question.
I'm glad they didn't ask me that.
Is it time for a woman?
Oh,
You've answered a question with a question.
And I looked at you.
And you looked at me as if I know anything.
David, would you like to see the return of Gavin and Stacey?
Well, as long as Adrian's in it. As long as Adrian's in it, I'll be watching.
There you go. There you go. Well, the play is on at the Wyndham's Theatre from the 17th of March. But it's a relatively short run, this, isn't it? It's
quite short, yeah. I'm not,
12 weeks.
12 weeks, something like that.
OK,
Get out
good.
there quick.
Well, earlier on we asked for your World Book Day photos. We haven't got any smudged pirates, but we have got some befores. Look at this, the best friends, Lewis and Archie, both age 5, dressed as Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
I like how in character they are as well. That's
absolutely.
great.
And so is Mr.
Committing
Bump.
to the pose.
This is
Oh.
Sally. There you go. Sally's great nephew dressed as Mr. Bump.
Gorgeous. Well, keep them coming. And in the meantime, we've got 2 very popular children's characters for you.
Yeah, you won't find these in a book, but their life story is as good as any that I would ever read.
To me.
Yeah, to you.
We're the Chuckle Brothers.
More famous double acts right now in honour of the Chuckle Brothers, of course, and the fact that David and Adrian have got a new on-stage partnership.
This is a little game we'd like to call 2 heads are better than Juan. The rules are simple, yes. David and Adrian have popped their heads through our green screen. It's very high-tech, don't be jealous. We'll be projecting photos of famous people or characters and their sidekicks. We'll give them clues as to who they are. I mean, some of them are easy, some of them are difficult. All they need to do is guess correctly.
Yes, we're going to make them easy to start with,
Yeah.
OK, bearing in mind that they can't see what you can see at home and we've got no idea about what's coming up. So let's have our first one, please. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, this is very easy. You do know, very much who these are. We were talking about them a little bit earlier on, about maybe who would be the new one.
The lady in it, her surname is, you know, connected to a pied...
the Doctor and Rose.
Very good. That was it. Very good, very good, very good. The
Pied Piper, that's what I
That's good. OK. Oh, good. These are...
Robin.
Beautiful.
Very good. Who's who? Oh, my God. Oh,
no.
Wow, it looks
Louis
interesting
Walsh,
with a beard.
X Factor,
Northern
two Irish.
Irish, sorry.
Yeah,
Jedward.
Jedward. Oh, I know who that is.
Go on.
Ice skaters, figure skaters.
Totally
Back in the day. Yes! The first one sounds like yurt, and the second one sounds a bit like gurney.
Gurney.
Yay! Is that it? That's it?
I mean, that last clue was genius. That's it. Thank you. You won.
It was the ability to come and sit back down and not stick your face through a massive green
or
screen.
if
for the
you
rest
have
of the
become
programme.
attached to that very wonderful green screen, you can take that home with you.
don't think I can
Fabric
do it.
suits you. The colour's good.
Yeah, come on, Yurt and Gurney, come and sit back down again.
Looks like they're dressed up. Well done. Good sport. Right. Here they come.
There you go.
Oh, look.
No expense spared on special effects here.
Go on the one show, they said. It won't be humiliating at all, they said.
Juan could do a bit of damage in that Kermit suit. It looks like milk is the latest food in the firing line. I can't give you a straight face. When it comes to the war on waste, new figures claim we throw away 500 million pints every year in the UK, enough to fill away for 114 Olympic-sized swimming pools.
Yes, more than a fifth of that is because it's past its used-by date. But would that be the case if we relied on our smell-by dates, lads? Let's find out.
For years, we've been told best before dates can be ignored, but used...
Confusion between used-by and best before.
Absolutely. So, fresh cheese and fresh juices used to be used by, and now they've gone to best before. So the argument is, why can't fresh pasteurised milk make that journey as well? But it does mean that we're going to have to use our noses.
Yeah. Where do you stand with... Do you always look at, you know, the dates on milk, or do you... You know, generally stick your nose in there and see if it's suitable.
I certainly stick my nose in.
It depends how desperate I am for a cup of tea.
Yeah. It's amazing what you can get away with.
See, I'd be a bit funny with milk, but bit of hair on cheese, shave it off, on you go.
When it goes a bit blue on the edge?
Well, you know, fur.
I think we should try you guys with some milk here. So I've got 2 samples of milk.
Right.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me if you would drink this milk, if you would feel safe drinking this milk. OK, so this is milk A. Have a little smell.
Pass it around, actually, yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yes, I'd drink that.
You drink that?
Yeah.
David, you drink that?
Yeah.
Angela? You drink that?
I know I wouldn't drink that.
You wouldn't drink
no.
that. OK, Matt? OK,
Yeah,
keep going.
Would you?
You drink that, OK, so 3 out of 4. Would you drink that one?
I'm not sure I would drink that one.
No, not sure about that one. OK.
I probably would, I think.
Yeah, you drink that. OK.
If you wouldn't drink
see,
the
that
other
one smells better to me.
Right.
Yeah, that one's all right as well.
OK, so Angela has the best nose.
Yes.
Actually, women do have better sense of smell than men. That's one of our facts. So the milk A went off on the 26th of February. That's 4 days ago.
That's only a minute ago, that's all right.
It's not all right.
Chug it down.
And milk B has still got a week on.
You chug it down there, David.
No, don't.
What would
It's
you do
not
to me?
safe.
What would
you do to me?
No,
Not
you're
safe.
not allowed
Not
to.
safe.
Once it's past the use by, you can't.
So there is... I mean, it is feasible that it could change then.
If it changes to best before, then we are going to have to rely on our noses, and clearly our
good luck,
noses are going to
lads.
have to work harder.
And is it true that our sense of smell... OK, you said that females are better than males or more sensitive, but generally we're less
We're in
sensitive.
decline because of traffic pollution, because of uncollected rubbish, even a messy house. So I'm done. Yeah, our sense of smell is affected by all this. Now, I thought we'd test some jelly beans, you see, because 95% of our taste happens through our sense of smell. I could have given you an onion and a potato, and you wouldn't have been able to tell the difference, apparently. So hold your nose really tightly and have a jelly bean.
And presumably you don't look, right?
Yeah, well, no, you're just going to tell me if you can taste it.
Oh, I see. We don't have to guess what it is.
I think you've guessed it. it's a jelly bean, David.
They're all different flavours.
OK, put it in. Hold your nose.
I think I took too much.
Now, can you taste anything?
No.
I can, yeah.
You
I actually can weirdly, but I shouldn't.
You can
should I?
taste. Now, just unlock your nose. Oh, isn't that nice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ramps it up.
It's like a little burst.
It's a little burst of flavour.
Beautiful. Thank you,
Carrie,
Carrie.
thank you very much indeed. Now, to all of those that have sent in World Book Day photos, thank you very much indeed. This is a before and an after. No names, but thanks for sending them in.
Well, this is little James, aged 2, a tired-out tiger that came to tea. How cute is that? Now, jelly beans still in. Well, we've just got time to tell you about what is coming up tomorrow, or more like who is coming up tomorrow. Yes, he is the multi-Brit award-winning superstar who sold more than 23 million albums worldwide. I'm excited. Ed Sheeran's performing live here tomorrow night.
And that is it for tonight's show. A very big thank you to our guests tonight. David Tennant, Don Juan In Soho starts on the 17th of March. Have a great evening, everybody. Good night.